Hey, what's good, Espers? SK here, and so I watched this Oxus video because support black creators, and I saw this, and I know he plays on the other server, so he gets all the information first and stuff, which is mostly why I watch his videos. Plus, support black creators, but this thing right here is what really annoys me with how Lilith is handling this whole Clara situation, because this is a knee jerk reaction. This is a very big knee-jerk reaction that's going to kick them in the teeth going forward in the future. And the reason I'm saying this is why. So the reason this is happening is because people hopped on the forums, hopped on Facebook, hopped on Twitter, hopped on Discord, hopped on pretty much every platform to complain and say how they were going to rewind their Clara, or how they wasted materials on Clara, how they put so much of their materials into Clara and just to get her nerfed, and now she's useless. And because of all the public outcry well, not even, it's not even because of the loud masses, I'm saving the word that I don't want to use, because of the loud few, um Lilith has decided that they were going to go ahead and let people rewind their Clara. What this actually does, though, is give validation to make people think that Clara is going to be so bad that you will have to rewind her now. You realize that this is exactly what that's telling people, that Clara is going to be so bad that you have to rewind her. When she's not even going to be as bad as people think that she's going to be. She still has all of her kit that she usually has. She just doesn't have them in the right place, or in the place that it was before, which was for free. Clara's skill 1 was free. Y'all need to realize this when I say this, and understand the impact that that had on the game, and that no other Esper could do what she did for free. The only time you would use Clara's skill 3 is if your whole team was just somehow nuked at one time by, say, a buffed up Namar, or just something crazy. But other than that, Clara's skill 1 was free. It was a double cleanse, an immunity, a heal, and what else? What else did it do? Oh, and it made a shield if you had full HP. That's 4 things for one, bro. No other Esper, no other legendary Esper, no other Esper in the game, not even Shimmers, do that much for free with a skill 1. None of them. None of them do that. Now, the reason why Clara's skill 1 is so overpowered is because of her passive, right? All those affecting her skill 1 for free. Let's look at Sally. Sally casts her skill, does damage, has a 60% chance to put immunity on herself. She can't pass that immunity on to no one else. That's on herself, and it's a chance. It's a chance. She's a legendary just like Clara, but it's a chance. Do you realize the big thing there, right? Now, Sally's her own Esper, I understand. Sally has her own niche functions that she works better on with certain comps. Clara overpowered all those comps. Whatever comp Sally could fit in, Clara will take over that slot because she's Clara. That's how overpowered Clara was. What people don't realize is that whatever comp Sally could fit in, Clara could take that spot. Ahmed came out, and Ahmed was able to rewind the abilities that took away the HP ceiling cap. That was good. He was the only one that could do that. But Clara was still more useful because she constantly put out the immunities through her skill 1 without cooldown. Every time she went, and if you had a 300 speed Clara, you were king of the world. If you had a Clara with Avatar, you were king of the world. So people need to realize the scope of which Clara was a menace to this game, and no one really wanted to understand that. And I didn't care about Clara before this whole thing even happened, and this made me realize how actually busted she was. I didn't have her, I didn't care about her, I didn't complain about her. I pretty much one-shot her every time I saw her when I fought her in Point War. Like, she wasn't even an issue to me. But seeing how much power she had without even realizing that's what I was dealing with, like, she covered everything in PvE. And that is a problem. She made PvE way too easy. I've seen people solo APEP with her alone. What's up? I've seen people solo APEP with her alone when everyone else in their party dies to the boss. One, that's a problem. You letting your whole rest of your party die. Just to let Clara solo. Not even that you're letting your whole party die. They just die because they're bad. But your Clara is so overpowered. And that's on. And some of them had like great rooms. They had generous rooms. They had decent rooms. Or relics, sorry. I'm still on Summoner War terms. They had decent relics. And they were still soloing APEP. It might have took them 30 minutes, but she still did it. That doesn't make sense to me. So why did y'all think that was okay? That was never going to be an okay thing. If any other Esper in the game could do what Clara did, y'all would have called it out. Now y'all want to talk about, oh, nerf Unis, nerf Hyde, nerf this and nerf that. What does Unis do that breaks the game? Unis goes fast. Unis provides immunity to everybody except themselves. Except themselves. They provide immunity to everyone else. So your complaint is that, oh, hey, well, Unis provides immunity to everyone else, and that's a problem because he does it every time Unis gets a turn. That's cool. Stop Unis. How do you stop Unis? Oh, well, I don't have Pandora, so I can't stop Unis, or I don't have Shrieky, so I can't do a 2-turn stun on Unis to make sure he doesn't, to make sure they don't do their their immunity thing. Run Liao. I did a whole video on why Liao is a menace to passive users. Liao literally stopped passive users. Unis is a passive user. Now, one thing is, I don't think Unis, I'm actually going to have to test that, but I don't believe Unis gets his passive to go off while he's in Liao's little trap. So he won't gain speed, if I'm correct. And his immunity buff shouldn't go off. It should not go off because he's trapped in that passive thing. I mean, he's trapped in Liao's third skill, which means you've correctly nullified the effect that you're worried about with a 3-star that everybody has access to. You can do the same thing to Clara with Liao. There have been a lot of knee-jerk reactions to things happening in this game, and it's probably going to keep happening because people don't realize there are espers for everything, except for when they had the HP ceiling cap thing. They didn't think about that one. They honestly didn't think about that one through. I honestly put the feedback in and provided alternate alternatives instead of bringing out a whole 5-star esper. They could have used recovery as a way to bring it back up, like how Bernice has the recovery on top of her shield. Recovery could bring that up over time. But they didn't do that. Whatever. They wanted to bring in a new 5-star esper, probably make some money off of that. Alright, cool. They could still go back and do the whole recovery thing. They could. They probably won't, but they could. That would be a better deal than bringing a whole new esper just to be able to clear up that thing and make it locked behind a 5-star paywall. If people, if people want to get it hurriedly. My issue, like I said, is that there's a lot of knee-jerk reactions happening in this game right now, and they need to stop because if it keeps going on this way, this game is going to go into a position where it's irreparable, and we're going to be stuck looking at it like, how did they get to this? This doesn't need to happen again. This type of thing with Clara, where they're putting out this little Clara rewind ticket, doesn't need to happen again. Because, like I said, this is giving the wrong message 100% that first of all, she's not about to be just worthless. She's not going to be worthless. She's still going to provide her directive of healing and healing consistently. She still clears 1 debuff every time she heals. She still provides shield every time she heals. And she still procs with Avatara. So that's 3 things she still has on skill 1, bro. I don't want to hear no complaints. Clara did not get it. She got balanced. That's all I got to say about that. This is just a bad example of what companies do to appease to the loud few. There are many people in the game that don't even know what Clara does, don't know how Clara works. Like I said, I didn't know how Clara actually worked until I actually had to sit down, read her skill, and then figure out the whole Avatar thing that went on with her. And even then, like I said, still wasn't a problem because I one-shot her most of the time. Don't care about it, right? Not even an issue. Outspeed her, burn her up, whatever. Don't care. I even have Liao built for menaces. Like, I fight espers a lot of times I don't want to deal with, and I just put out Liao if I don't want to deal with them. If I feel like your long man's gonna outspeed my whole team, I feel like your Dahlia's gonna outspeed my whole team, I'm dropping Liao on her. My Liao is built to be fast and nothing but fast. And I have a backup for him. If you're gonna hit him, I got a backup for him, so it's cool. But y'all need to really stop with the knee-jerk reaction bull crap. Like, the community needs to stop when it comes. Stop having a fit over everything that doesn't go your way, especially when it comes to espers that are coming out. Now, if they would have modified Clara because another esper was coming out, that would have somehow synergized with her to make her even more broken. That would have made sense. That they would have bounced her for that. But I'm done. That's I made my point. I made my points. I said what I had to say. I'm gonna finish watching Zox's video, and then I'm gonna go play some other game because this like is giving me a headache. People in the chat are giving me a headache because they're still talking about this Clara mess. I'm just like, bro, get over it. In like a month or two, you're gonna forget all about this. Clara's gonna be a regular esper to everybody else again, and the game's gonna go on. But right now, I need to just do something else. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.